what you're going to do is call it the loop back. You're going to want to put it through here. You're going to have to go back through here.
Gotcha.
Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to pull it so they're equal halves. And you're just going to loosely do a little square knot just to keep it from coming undone. You only want to do these little half square knots because you might want to untie it later. But see, that's one strand, and that's going to take you forever, dude.
Is that what's going to hold your actual vegetation pots?
Yes, you're going to actually use the jute. You're going to use the jute to actually tie the vegetation to, or you're going to tuck it in the netting. It just depends on how thick and how large the area of vegetation. This is how you. This is actually how you want to run your jute. You want to get about a handful here. This is how you want it. You want about 10 strands. And then what I do, which takes a long time, is I'll put all 5 colors out. And I'll grab 2 of these, 3 of these, 4 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these, 4 of these, all the different colors, and I'll put them together on one strand. And then I'll tie it. Instead of clumping it brown, tan.
Now, could you use like fishing line to tie a whole clump onto it, or?
You could try to do that, but what I would do. Let me go get my paracord. It's hours and hours of tying right now. I guarantee he's probably got 2 or 3 hours in that alone, at least.
Okay.
And what he's using is just regular yarn, and he's using burlap.
Which I'm going to redo this. I'm going to make the burlap into strips. And that yarn, man, I got that at it was cheap.
So what you can do to make yourself a system to tie to if you don't have a netting or something like that is you can take paracord and you got a jacket or something, BDU or something. Try not to use BDUs, they're kind of light and they rip real easy. Try to use something a little heavier, but if this will work, if you get canvas tied to it and all that. So what we can do now, we lay this out and we start cutting up paracord. Just stripping it. Make it the length of the coat. Get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then you're going to come this way. And you're going to make a grid pattern right there. And then you just start tying that jute to it. And you can tie it really quick. You can probably tie that in an hour or less. All of it. The whole entire thing. Put it here, about halfway down. Same thing here, come down about down right here. On the front. You're only going to tie the upper shoulder. Right here. Same thing here. Upper shoulder. Nothing down here. Nothing here, nothing here.
Yeah, that's where they're crawling.
Canvas. Okay? Use a multi-cam canvas or a green canvas. It don't matter. You can spray paint it to whatever you want. You can take templates and make templates. You can take leaves and lay leaves on it, spray paint it if you want to. It's up to you, you know. There's nothing, there's no set organization for any kind of concealment because it's all different. You don't see nothing the same in the real world anyway, so why would you want to look uniform, you know what I mean? Always. So then what I would do, it's already got kind of a guideline for you on the BDU, the heavy patch here. That's where you'd want to glue your canvas to. You know, cut the pockets off this with a seam ripper. Cut all that off. Then you're going to put the canvas down. And when you're gluing canvas, you don't want to glue it up and down solid. You just want to use dots. This way it has movement. Okay? If it doesn't, it's going to be real difficult and stiff.
You don't want to sew it on?
You can, but I'm talking in the middle of the actual canvas.
Right,
you want to put little dots of glue.
Okay.
But on the outside, of course, you want it solid.
Okay.
But on the inside, you don't. You want it to be able to flex. Which is, it's going to help you move.
Right.
Instead of fighting the actual suit and the environment, because sometimes you're going to only be crawling with your fingers and your toes.
Right.
And literally only moving inches and hours. So,
how about, I'm not too sure how tough the ripstop actually is. What if you were just to make a little perforation hole and just lace? you'll cord through it.
I wouldn't put any holes in the actual.
Not in the actual clutch.
No.
Because it's just going to be
It's
now
just
the
gonna
cover anyway.
It wants
Will
something
pull
hits it, it's going to pull out and rip the seat.
Okay. That's
Let's
fine.
stop right here for now. And